So Tynwald sitting today here is discussing the fact that the Isle of Man's not going to hit this 15% renewables by 2015. Phil Gaughan, you've been championing this for so long. You knew it wasn't going to happen though, surely?
Well, I think what we're doing is adopting, or I hope anyway, we'll be adopting a more ambitious target. The 15-15 target was always a little ambitious in terms of the actual delivery in the times that we had available, but it was specifically about electricity. We actually have a good electricity infrastructure on the island. We don't actually need any more electricity. The target was primarily designed to encourage the renewable energy developers to the island. We're now moving on a bit further from that with, as I say, a more ambitious target of 80% reductions by 2050. Now that in itself seems like a relatively easy long grass sort of issue, but there is a further aspect to this, and that is that we will be coming back, if the principle is approved, with more detail as to exactly how we're going to deliver that, because it can't be done in the last couple of years. We're not going to wait till 2040 and then suddenly decide, oh gosh, we've got a big problem here. We've got to start now, and the department has some ideas as to how we might progress that, but first of all let's see whether Tynwald supports the principle.
Okay, but 3 years ago Tynwald supported this 15%, unanimous I believe it was. I mean, nothing really ever got off the ground. I mean, you looked at a bit of wind farming, but nothing concrete ever got done, did it?
There was an awful lot of work actually undertaken. We had quite extensive discussions with wind farm developers. Unfortunately, in the straitened economic times that we're in, the 3% additional cost to all electricity users from having a wind farm on the Isle of Man, added to which all the sort of technical issues associated with putting more electricity onto the grid, meant that it was felt that we couldn't progress. Personally speaking, I still think we could have gone ahead with that, but I'm part of the government and we've got to do the responsible thing across government.
We've got some of the most expensive electricity anywhere. There's no way people would put up with an extra loading on that price, would they, really?
Well, that's the general view of government. I mean, I'm trying to look at things a bit longer term, and the imminent impact of climate change, the significant problems that the world is facing as a result of climate change, are things that really do concern me. Admittedly, there's not an awful lot we can do in terms of our mitigation against the whole carbon dioxide, greenhouse gas emissions. Our amounts are relatively small, but again, if we take that attitude, we would never do anything in the Isle of Man. We need to be seen to be playing our parts to address the global issues.
I mean, you're glossing this up to some degree. You must be disappointed that there was no movement at all, really.
Well, I don't think that's entirely true. I'm disappointed, obviously, that we haven't got an onshore wind farm, because I think that it would be good for the Isle of Man, good for our reputation, and it would show that we are doing more than just paying lip service to the topic. But I do believe that the things that we have as a replacement for that target are positive and are going to make a difference. And I'm misquoting New Labour here by saying it's all about insulation, insulation, insulation. That's the way forward. There's an awful lot more we can do to stop wasting energy. The most expensive, the most reliable energy that there is, and the cheapest energy there is the energy you don't actually have to use. So let's, rather than burning £5 notes and watching them disappear up the chimney, let's actually get our houses properly insulated on the Isle of Man. So that's one of the areas that we'll be looking at as part of this strategy that's going to Tynwald today.